does sound soft, doesn't it? Great launch, great screen, great flight as well.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel here at TFG with myself and DZ. DZ, I come bearing good news this morning.
What is that?
You got a day off.
Yes.
You don't have to hit balls today.
I'm excited to work today.
We are testing new golf balls today. We've got some great new launches coming up. Big week at the PGA Show recently, talked a lot about golf balls. We've got some really hot new products dropping. So what we thought we'd do is put me back in the bay. I'll take a shift, pal. Take it easy, take a load off today. And we're going to test the new TaylorMade golf ball, the new TP5, TP5X, and the new Callaway Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour X. So 4 golf balls coming straight out, big tour validation. Very, very popular balls, both growing in market share. So what we do is put together a bit of a buyer's guide here. Let's see what they do, how they can spin. I'm currently using the 2024 Chrome Tour X, as people might have seen in videos previously when we did our challenges and we did a few different 50, 65 yard shots. That ball's still in the bag. So let's see if we can dethrone it today. Maybe try and get that out of the bag for me. See if we can gain anything anywhere. Like we said before, I'll be hitting 60, 65ers. So I know I'm injured at the moment, but we'll make it work. So let's jump in, let's do some testing. We'll get you back here today. I'll go up in the bay. And let's hit a few with each, and let's see how we come out. And we'll look at some key numbers here. We'll look at some metrics. Obviously, here at TFG, we say that everything is a ball fitting.
No doubt.
So let's go through those. Get you to put me through a ball fitting, pal. Show
part
everyone
testing.
exactly how we do it.
Part testing, but part fitting as well. You know, we use a pretty standard green to tee philosophy when it comes to fitting golf balls. So this is probably the first part where we'd start for most of our consumers and golfers anyway. So this will be almost like part one and the most important part of fitting a golf ball for you. So let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Get some shots. All right, so first golf ball for you, big dog. We're gonna go with TaylorMade TP5.
I'm gonna go TP5.
Yep, very intrigued about this golf ball. Yeah, really excited to see how it performs. So let's do 6 shots each. We're gonna go to 60 yards.
Okay.
We'll talk about sort of the measures we're gonna be looking for when we talk about wedges and how does the golf ball need to respond off of the wedge. So let's hit some.
I'm going to show my age here, but I used to use the Penta back in the day, the 5-piece.
Too young.
I was really, you're like, what? I was really impressed by the Penta. I used to use it a lot in the college days. And I've not really visited back, to be honest. I think a couple of balls after that felt really firm. I kind of entered into Pro V1 land. So I'm actually really excited about this to see 5 and 5X, because it's been a while. So I'm excited.
Let's do it.
All right, let's
60 yards, 6 shots.
60 yards.
In the wheelhouse, indeed.
58.
There you go.
This is actually a shot I do really like on the course. And this is actually my wedge. So this is the 58 10S.
You should be
10 degrees of bounce. Yeah, this is...
should be in good windows here then.
Yeah, hopefully.
Delivery looks great there. Nice one there.
Might be a touch deep.
So I would say the 3 big things when it comes to fitting a wedge, you're talking about flight, you're talking about the sound, and you're talking about the feel of it. And all that's going to be related to the contact. You're making great contact right now. How does the sound and the feel of this golf ball? What's your feedback?
It feels really soft.
Soft,
it feels spinny. I'm historically, you've probably seen a little bit on the toe side, but 9.5 on a 60-yard shot.
Really good. Talk about launch windows as well.
For a chopper like me.
Huh. Nice one there.
A little bit of cut on it. I found recently I tend to be a little toe down, a little bit of cross, but I'm working with it.
And toe down and a cross for a 60-yarder isn't the worst combination. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's a great way to generate spin on the golf ball.
I'll be honest, I'm not used to seeing the ball go that side.
Toe banger for life, man.
Oh yeah, I'm in the club.
Nice one there. It does sound soft, doesn't it? I'm not sure if it feels.
Can you hear that?
I'm not sure if it feels that way.
It does. That was a little higher in the face, so it just came out a bit responsive. But I mean, ultimately, what's that? 7'5". So with the amount of golf I'm playing, if I can, if you said to me, right, 60 out on a par 5 or something.
All right, 6 shots, 6 pretty good results. For wedges, obviously your sound and feel matters a lot. I'm looking at not just the numbers, but the deviations for these numbers. We're looking to check a few boxes here. We're seeing if we can keep the flight window under 30 degrees. We want to take the loftier club, which is 58, and chop it in half. And we're right there at 29.3, which is really good, pal. Spin rates, I always say, you can't really spin a 50, 60-yard shot enough. People usually don't generate enough spin. So the fact that we're 9,000 plus, keeping the deviations to just a few hundred means not only are we getting good strikes, but we're getting consistent results every time. And that's what a golf ball's got to do from 60, 50 yards in it. It's got to do the exact same thing every single time. So really, really impressed by how that one went, first of all. We talk about your delivery. We're down, we're across, but we keep the strike low. So low point control is excellent. Liked everything about it. What was your first impressions on just the sound and the feel?
It was really nice, actually. Not too, I mean, that's the TP5, right? So that's the slightly spinnier, slightly firmer one.
Yep.
That felt soft, so I'm excited to try X. But you know what? What I'm doing there is, at least it's consistent a little bit, you know? I'm hitting down on it. I know I'm hitting left. A little bit weird to see 4 left, but we're working with what we're working with at the moment. I mean, I pretty much called it out there. So we've got, you know, toe down, across, toe strike. So a little bit of side spin on there, but that's okay for right now.
Maybe this is the new you.
Playing 1 round of golf a month. So.
We'll embrace it. All right, let's go TP5X now.
Okay, let's go for the X. Okay, that came off a bit hotter.
Yep. Immediately had a different click to it as well, actually.
Yeah, I could feel that right away. Swung a bit left on that one. It was like a little pulley straight one.
This one there.
We put to good yardage today, DZ.
Yes, you have.
Notice the backspins now.
Yeah, and strike went a little bit high, but we're also hearing a different sound on this one too. Good strike there. Ball just seems to be a bit floaty, and what we see is the launch actually goes north of 30 and the spin goes south of 9,000 there. So you kind of flip those parameters around.
Yeah.
Not ideal for wedge play, certainly not.
It did feel like the other one I could like fizz in there a little bit more.
Inflate it a little bit better,
I
right?
don't like to, you know, we talk about grooves 2 to 5 all the time. I like to be on the south side of that and almost,
100%.
I like nip them in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Whether that's the right thing to do, who knows?
But I'd say you'd have to trust your golf ball to do that consistently, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about
Big
flight.
word there, pal. Trust. Love that.
It's the trust. You know, you could have the greatest technique in the world, but if you don't trust the golf ball you're playing, you're not going to be able to hit the same shot every time. So, again, when we see the low strike on the face, which is great, we're seeing the launch and spin almost be reversed.
Yeah.
Where the spin goes down and the launch goes up, which is, it's almost an automatic no-no for us when we're fitting wedges, huh?
And what I thought it would do is basically just give you loads of different swings and spin rates.
Yeah.
So, you know, just make your life a bit easier this morning.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate
But that's
it.
what happens, right? When we're fitting golf ball, a lot of people are surprised that we pick this distance.
Yep.
Because how many times have you heard in your career, and someone says, "Oh, I'm not fast enough for a golf ball." They're thinking driver.
Yeah.
I'm not fast enough to play that ball.
Correct.
We hit driver 10 to 12 times. That's just not where the data is. Right. So this is actually like scoring zone when we're trying to just finish up the hole here.
I asked them, how many 9-irons do you hit? How many 56 degrees do you hit?
Exactly.
Usually 3x the number of the driver. So.
And for me, this wedge being, you know, 58 degrees, this is, when this is in hand, I'm thinking, I don't want too many shots with this thing, right? Unfortunately, we use the putter and the wedges the most. But this is finishing up. This is scoring zone. So
you almost grab this club every single hole that you're going to play on.
Yeah, I pretty much do. Yeah.
Pretty much. All right. So ball number 2, TP5X. I'll always ask you again thoughts on sound and feel just to start.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that felt a little hollow and a little. You said floaty, and it's a perfect word because in my mind I was trying to think what's different here, right? And I felt like my peak height was slightly up and. Maybe I wasn't spinning. There was one where I really dropped the spin on it.
Yep.
But you know, you're gonna try things on you. So
that happens. We're not pros here. We're not trying to be. I think that's great to add it to the data set.
Sure.
And then we looked at the numbers off camera when we took that one out. We still saw launch north of 30 degrees, and we still saw spin actually south of 9,000 there. So we are definitely getting a floatier ball flight, evident by just a higher peak height.
Quite considerable, huh?
If we talk about dynamic loft, the delivery hasn't changed for you. You've actually delivered the exact same loft. The DNA of how you swing it down into the left with the toe a little bit down, that's the exact same. You actually delivered more loft with TP5X. We would, again, about the same, but we do see that because the golf ball is now launching higher and spinning more, your peak height is up.
Wow.
So it's a hit list of the 40s here, which, you know, great year for the music, not a great year for your golf ball peak height there. You know, anytime you launch it over 30 and you spin it low, you can achieve the same distance, but it doesn't have that same trajectory to it. And
So interesting here, I've got more ball speed.
Yeah.
So how much we talk about ball speed in fittings, everyone wants ball speed. It seems like there, if I pick up ball speed,
Yep.
I'm going to increase height and reduce spin, which is
Correct.
great for driver.
Yep.
But that's actually, that would be actually for me, the TP5, the spinnier ball.
would be the wrong golf ball. And we talk all the time about how do we fit golf balls, green to tee. So we would have to pick this golf ball first. If we loved this golf ball for a driver, we'd have to start over with driver. We'd have to fit the driver to this golf ball here. So far TP5 is winning there, but let's try Callaway next.
If I was going to the golf course, I'd be taking TP5 with me and doing some testing on
If
that.
I was your caddy and we're playing tomorrow, I'd make you play TP5.
Cool.
All right, Val, golf ball number 3. This is a golf ball you're probably more familiar with, the Chrome Tour. Brand of golf ball that's probably made the most strides in the last half decade in terms of catching up to the big dogs who have historically dominated this space. We've done testing for this golf ball. It's done really well. So I'm really curious to see how 2026 does.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that I haven't heard too much about. I know obviously there's been a big driver launch recently, and they've thrown a big ball change in as well. So
kind of under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, it was a little bit of like, oh yeah, new ball out. So really strengthening the deck here on Chrome Tour. Obviously second gen.
Yep.
And I do like this quite. It's
really fun pattern.
Colorway on here. This is nice. Not usually one to go with design on golf ball, but I like this.
Change your mind, huh?
I like this. So probably won't affect the data or anything, but let's try Chrome Tour, shall we? Yeah, so that's that one. I just fully commit to it, and then I've sent it 10 yards over, right? So chipping off the back edge there.
Yep.
So it felt good there. Came off nice.
Yep. Really nice.
No float.
Different sound on this side of the golf ball. How does it sound kind of as you're striking it?
Thumpier.
Thumpier. Yeah. You read a dictionary before this or something?
Yeah. Is that good English? This feels a combination of the last two balls.
Yeah, I like that.
It feels like I'm hitting it higher, but I'm also spinning it more.
Yep.
So like right in the middle of the two Taylors.
It's good. We're not seeing the same spin rates that we saw with TP5, but again, golf ball, it's an overall flight window we're trying to create, right? You're already a high spin player. Yeah, I've been with you and played golf. Not the biggest worry, but I do notice that it is lower spinning on average, even on some higher speed shots. That's just the observation from afar.
Cool.
Nice one there.
All right, tuning that one in a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Add some riz to that one.
I feel like that one got better as I went.
Yeah, that last one was one of your better
I started to learn
ones.
how to spin that ball.
That was 9,100 there, which is really good. Well, let's take a look at some of the flight windows. And you made a really fun observation where you said it feels right in the middle. It kind of performed right in the middle between the two.
Yeah.
The launch angles were right in the middle, and the spin rates were smack in the middle between the two. So it really did perform exactly how you kind of reported on. Again, we see launch come up a little bit. We see the subsequent peak height climb just a little bit. Now, those few shots were mostly correlated with an increase in the speed. So, take that with a grain of salt if you can. I do love some of the flight windows we saw here, 30 feet, 36 feet, while keeping launch windows really good for you. Sound and feel, again, I'll ask this one last now. Thoughts?
Like I said, it felt thumpy.
Yes.
And it felt like, I know there's one that comes down a little bit, but it felt like I was spinning it more as I went. It was like I was learning how to hit the ball, which is really good. And it felt, I remember testing 2024 Chrome Tour.
Yep.
That felt very compressy.
Yeah.
Again, great English. It felt really like the two covers were touching and then it was launching. So it felt a bit soft for me and a bit unpredictable. Okay. That was like
a bit
trapping it really
firmer,
nice. Yeah, that's quite similar to the current gamer, actually.
Yep. It would be very similar to the gamer, which we're going to do next. We talk about dynamics again. Just to reiterate, dynamics are staying pretty much the same. We're keeping strike again, as long as we're not hovering above that sort of 4th, 5th groove. We're in good windows. Dynamic loft is really good. The DNA of kind of how you're delivering that club is the same. It's just the golf balls that reacting differently. It just shows how different the R&D in these golf balls can be and how it's going to show up in the results for you. All right, so we've saved the big one for last, the 2026 Chrome Tour X, the newer iteration of the gamer that you play for the last 2 years, I would say. Really interested to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I played it the whole life cycle of that product, and haven't really reviewed ball since for personal play, given the frequency. Yeah.
I would say when we've done objective testing in here, this one's actually shown up to be the best out of most golf balls that we carry. So we carry all the urethane tour level golf balls. It outclasses a lot of its competitors in terms of ball speed, launch, and spin. And we talk about 7-irons and drivers.
Yeah.
Haven't really done an in-depth on a wedge, so I think this would be a really cool one to do.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. This is like for like, so it's literally just a run back of 24 versus 26.
Yep.
Quite a good buyer's guide here. I think this would be a good one for a lot of people who are using this ball, and I know there are a lot.
So we fit a lot of people
to kind of help them decide if they should upgrade. So yeah, this is a good one here.
Nice one there.
So what the strike locations on this wedge. We know where I get it from.
Yeah. Nice one there.
So it feels the same.
Same as your current gamer?
Yeah.
It's good?
Tiny bit of a click to it, which I like.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a lively...
Some people use the click as feel, right? They like that feel.
It's like the thump of CT with a little click in there. It's nice.
It's good.
And it feels like it's got slightly less revs. It's floating a touch, but I like the feel so far.
That's your best one there.
There it is, yeah. Can't hit better than that.
Nope. All right, if we had to pinpoint that, 29 launch, so you half the loft on the club that you have, and you're keeping spin on the higher side there, nearly 8,700. So
Lovely.
really good.
Okay.
Ooh, almost jarred it. I do like the sound of this golf ball here. Yeah. When you put those strikes on it there, those last two, the launch and the spin looked really good, and it had that piercing flight that you like to see. Really nice.
Yeah, not a whole lot wrong with anything there, really.
No, certainly not. I would say more of it was just sort of the human side that intervened, but
yeah, it's always me.
nice.
So just committed to that one a bit more.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's the one I think we should end off, because that's your sixth shot, and those are check marks all around.
Yeah, I feel like that one there, I just was like, right, a bit more club head speed through, try and trap it a bit. Maybe just deviating away from my natural on a couple of swings there, but
you did
that's
it well.
the game, right? It's all about the misses.
Yeah. Okay, so Chrome Tour X, your gamer, newer iteration, did very well. Launch, again, sub 30 launch windows are perfect for this sort of 50, 65 yard shot. And again, the lower we can launch it and the higher we can spin it, the better off we're going to be playing our wedges. It gives us margin for error. It allows us to spin the golf ball out of the rough. So many good things about that one there. You're spinning at the highest and you're launching at the lowest among all of them except for first 2026 TP5. But again, this is where we bring up, it's not just about the flight and the trajectory, it's about the sound and the feel of it too, right? Sure. Our short game, we have to incorporate those considerations. So what's your feedback there?
Do you know, I really like the Chrome Tour.
Yeah.
And I really liked TP5.
Okay.
Two of the biggest surprises, because I've never used Chrome Tour. And like I said before, I would use Penta, which I really miss that ball. Love that ball. If I found one of them right now, I'd be like, we're running it back. So that felt like a little bit of nostalgia there. So I'm actually really happy with that. And it's good to see that my current ball just being challenged a bit there. You know, like, you know, instead of a slam dunk, like just play the new one. Like there's a lot of learning in there. You know, a few more bits of data points to unpack, but that's a really good test there. It's given me thought of like, I need to take a couple of balls to the golf course right now.
Exactly. I would say the next step for you would be to continue to test these in your other clubs and take them outdoors if you can, and drop a sleeve down on a par 3 and see which one flights it better, which one has better stopping power. But if we had to go on the data here, 2026 TP5 kind of out of left field.
It's the slowest golf ball I hit today.
Exactly. Slowest golf ball on your wedges. So that's why, again, you'd have to go through hitting 7-iron and drivers to validate it. But lowest launch, highest spin, best deviations across the board. 2026 TP5 among all of them. But again, to be determined for you and how it plays its way into your bag, right?
I've got some testing to do.
Yes, you do, apparently, whether you like it or not. All right, pal. So good hitting. First time back in the bay for a while for you.
Felt weird in there.
Did pretty well. Hit 4 different golf balls. We tried your gamer. We tried the new 2026 Chrome Tour and new 2026 TP5 and the X model. I'd say predictable results. The big one was TP5 coming out of left field and actually almost sweeping the deck there. Really good numbers across the board. Great launch, great screen, great flight as well. Yeah, what's your thoughts? What's your feedback?
Yeah, I mean, let's take it through. You know, when we say every fitting is a ball fitting,
Has
if
to
I'm
be.
looking at that, if I'm in your shoes there watching the golfer hit,
Yep.
we're saying TP5 is the one to
Yes.
go and pay attention to, right? So
Yes.
taking the current gamer. So what I'll do is I'll get my current ball, my 24X in Chrome Tour, and I'll run it against that, and we'll do some live testing. I think big surprise there. You know, I think TaylorMade done really well to spin that ball up, which is really cool. Obviously, the TP5 for them is the spinnier ball. The X is the kind of the lower launch, lower spin one, and then obviously Callaway the other way around. So it's a spinny ball, so I'm happy about that.
Yes.
I do like to control my flight
Yes, you
with
do.
trajectory and spin.
You do.
So yeah, I think that's, you know, really for people at home as well, looking at, you know, as we talk about golf balls all the time, we are fitting golf ball every single session. So it's really important to crunch that data and look at the important things, right? Yes, it was slower ball speed in a good way because I was on target. I was spinning it more, flying it lower. So that's everything we look for in a ball fitting.
It was great. I would say, obviously, there's the numbers, but there's also the feel. It's going to be quite a different feel than your current one. You have different layers on the golf ball. You have a different responsiveness. So again, when you do your testing outdoors, definitely give all of us your feedback on that. But
Sure.
a wonderful test overall. There's no bad golf ball. Everyone's going to be fit into a different one. But 2026 TP5 is one we're definitely going to probably weaponize a bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, thanks again, guys, for tuning in for another wonderful test. Again, nice to see Chris in the Bay for once. It's been a few weeks.
Been a hot minute, huh?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since you've hit some shots. Again, please like and subscribe. Any comments, feedback on what you want to see next or what you want us to test, please. Any feedback is appreciated. And again, we'll see you guys soon.